Welcome to your tutorial for unit price comparison. What you're going to be doing is create a program that asks the user for the first product and how many items you get for that price, the price of the second product and how many items you get for that price, and then we're going to compare the two unit rates and tell the user which is the better deal. To start off with, I'm going to actually choose a different sprite just for fun. I'm going to choose this girl one, it's called, and I'm going to get rid of the cat, and I'm going to edit a couple things. I'm going to make the girl a little bit smaller. Actually, you can do that from here. Shrink, you click on the little shrink button and just click on your sprite to make her a little bit smaller. But I'd like to do that for all of the costumes. I'm going to have her think about the answer. So actually, you can see that it changed the size for all the costumes. I'm actually going to change the backdrop. So you click on choose a backdrop from the library. And I choose one that looks sort of like a store or storefront. There you go. Great, now we can begin the coding. So make sure your sprite is selected and then go to scripts. So you can see here that I actually had the backdrop selected. So you want to click on the girl one to make sure the sprite is selected, and then we can go ahead and write the code in. Let's just have a quick look at the algorithm for this program. You're going to have to declare some variables first. In programming, we always need variables for any values that we get from the user or any values that we're going to calculate. So we're going to have to declare these variables here. You can see that we asked the user for something and set the answer equal to the variable, and then you can see the rest of the program here. So let's go ahead and start doing that. We always start when the flag is clicked. I would actually like her costume, in case we reset or restart the program, we want to reset it, to start off with this costume here. So this is where I'd like her to look like at the beginning. Then we're going to go ahead and ask the user for stuff. So we'll go to sensing. We're going to ask the user for what is the price of the first product. So you can just type that in here. And whenever you use this block, what I do is I bring this answer over because you're going to need that one. It goes with this block here, so I always just bring it over so I don't forget about it later. Now we're going to set something here. We're going to be using our data, and there's nothing in the data block area, so what you need to do is make all your variables. So you can make as many variables as you know that you're going to need now and always add more later. So I'm going to have a variable called the price of the first product. And you can always take a peek at the algorithm if you're not quite sure. I'm going to make another variable called number of items of the first product. Make another variable called the price of the second product. Another variable called the number of items for the second product. We also need a variable that actually has a unit price. So we can store the unit price in unit price 1 for the first product, unit price for the second product. There we go, we've got our variables made. Now we can go ahead and set the price of the first product equal to the user's answer. Now we can go ahead and ask. So again, drag this block over, the ask block, and wait, and the answer, because we're going to need that in a second, so we can store the user's value, and we're going to ask how many items you get for that price. Get for that price. Go to data and set number of items for the first product equal to the answer. We can do the exact same thing now for the second product. So instead of having to click around, you can actually duplicate all of those blocks. So I just right-clicked on the section of blocks I want to duplicate, stick it in there, And now when I ask the price, you want to actually just write second product here. Change this to price second product, set it equal to the answer. And then how many items do you get for that price? And this is for num items 2, equal to the answer. Now we're ready to calculate the unit price for each product. So we can set our unit price 1 equal to, whenever we do unit price, the money goes on top. I kind of think of it as money is important to a lot of people, so it goes on the top part of the fraction. So we've got the price of the first product, so you just click and drag price of the first product to here, but we actually need a calculation, so we go to operators, we take division. Sometimes I put the blocks in the operator before I insert it into another block, so I put the price of the first product equal to, go to data, select your number of items. So you take the price of the first product divided by the number of items you get for that price and stick it in there. Now we can go ahead and do the unit price for the second product. We've got operators, the division once again, and you can go ahead and click on price of second product, number of items. So we've set the unit price equal to the calculation for the unit price of the second product. All right, just for fun, I'm going to switch the switch the sprite to make it look a little bit like she's thinking. So if you switch her costume to girl B, and I'm going to make her think, just to add a little bit of excitement to our program for 2 seconds, and then I'm going to switch, once she's thought, she can then output the answer, and she's going to be looking like girl C costume, which you could see here. This is girl C, so she's going to be telling us the answer in girl C. All right, now we can do the comparison. We'll use an if, then else for this, and we're going to say if we have to use another operator, we're going to compare them, greater than or less than, so we're going to click on the greater than operator and put the unit price. If the second unit price is bigger than the first unit price, throw that in there, then you will say, under looks is your say block, so say, throw it in there, the first product has the better deal. Otherwise, we will say the second product has the better deal. Oops. Let's try out our program. Click run. Oh, we better stop it in the middle. There we go. What is the price of the first product? We'll say $6. Press enter, and you get, let's say we get 2 items for that. The price of the second product, we're going to say $9. And we'll say we get 3 items. Actually, we'll say we get 2 items for that. She's thinking, and the first product is the better deal. And you can actually check that looking at your variables. That's it. Let's just try a couple more entries. So we'll type in 10 for the price of the first product. As soon as you press enter, you can see the price of the first product, the values changed to 10. How many items do you get for the second product? Now the problem is these variables were saved from before, so what I would do is at the beginning set all of your variables equal to 0 to start at the beginning. So just duplicate, change each variable equal to 0. I've got them all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then when we start, you can see all of our variables start off at 0. Ooh, I must have missed one. Unit price 2 equal to 0, unit price 1. There we go. So now when I start running, everything is equal to 0. Good luck.